then I'll play around with, what was it like, when he found out he was going to be a dad? Probably one of the scariest and happiest days, what I'm saying, of a lot of pain throughout his life.
Yep. And
then, oh man, consequences. What does that mean? What does that mean for my brother? What does that mean for our lives moving forward? Dang, is Andy gonna want this out of me? Is there an expectation for that? Now I gotta tell my brother this. I gotta tell.
So you wrote all this out.
Yeah, these are things these are different
for each
threads.
Of them.
Yeah, and that really just helped me always have a base of where I'm coming from, and we talked about Smoke, told Stack to tell, Mary to get out of here, you know what I'm saying? Or he sent Stack to go, they went and tried to do another life together, you know what I'm saying? They were separate for a while, realized that wasn't working, you know what I mean? And then had to come back together. So it was all those little nuances, the
Were you talking about the brothers were separate for a while?
The brothers, yeah, were separate for a minute.
I did not know that. Wait, at what point in their lives did they?
Man, I gotta go back to that spreadsheet. It's a 3.
Can you pull it up?
I could actually, it's here. But it was they killed their father. Hid out at Mary's mom's place.
Correct.
Then went to New York and joined the military. Went to fight in France. Came back, and they went back home for a little bit. While they were at home, was when they came back and Mary was older. So that was when Stack and Mary happened.
And seeing her in a different light, oh man, this little girl died.
After war.
Sparks flew.
And then that was when, because she was like a younger sister to them. So that, like Smoke and Mary's mom didn't love that. It was like a 3-year run where the twins had basically broke up. Like where Smoke and Annie got their house and Stack and Mary went to Little Rock.
Wow.
And when they lost their daughter was when things got rocky, and then that was where they both basically left their partners and met up again and went to Chicago. Yeah.
Wow.
And then from there coming back, and then that's when you see them coming back is at the beginning of our story.
Wow. Okay, this is lore. This is what the young people call lore. But wait, I gotta ask about Chicago because they talk about it so much.
Yeah.
Did you guys figure that out? Did they meet Capone? How did they get the Irish beer, Italian wine situation?
Yeah, I mean, we're basically. That's a little loose, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of that stuff. But the key things from that experience for me, for Smoke and Stack was, they were doing jobs because they were doing jobs that Capone didn't want to do himself because they would know it was from Capone. But if I use these guys from out of town. And they twins, you know what I'm saying? It's like a peculiar thing. Then nobody's gonna trace it back to him. So amongst that, they started to figure out who the major players were. Italians, the Hans, and this, that. You hear them talking through the different types of gangsters that was running Chicago, and they figured out how to take advantage of the situation and get out of here and go start our own shit. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's gonna think it's them. They gonna think it's each other.
Wow.
Basically, they had them fighting themselves. So that was kind of a little bit of that. So that I used to kind of root that conversation with Mary and Stack, and then them amongst each other. And then when they're talking to Sammy, you know what I'm saying, and giving him some game on what the world's like outside of, you know what I'm saying, Mississippi, and trying to keep him on the straight and narrow, as much as we can, while Stack's giving them a little bit, more big brother, uncle energy, you know what I'm saying?
Life advice.
Yeah. So Stack's like the true uncle, and then Smoke's like the dad, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Out of every group.
Or Daniel like a grandpa.
The grandpa, yeah, he the old man, So that's how we played that.